Welcome back to FO and Swales Conquer the Universe. Thanks for coming out. I'm here with my boy, Swales.
What's up?
So we came off the last episode that we did, was talk about pet peeves, and we found out that Swales likes to cuss people out in his car, and they don't even realize it is happening. But, we've all done it. It's called road rage. As long as you ain't trying to run them down and, drive them off the road or have any type of shootouts in the middle of the highway, I guess it's all right. Get that frustration out. But today, got another thing that we're going to talk about. Through my AI little prompts or whatever. So the thing we're going to talk about today is unwritten rules.
Unwritten rules.
Unwritten rules. And I know everybody should know what unwritten rules is. Things that you just, you do or you just don't do, and it's just because. So, I don't know if you got one.
Yeah, right.
You got one?
This is for the guys. This
The
is
guys?
Like,
I think I know where you're going, but let's see where you're going with this.
We in the bathroom.
Man.
And we at the stall. And I'm standing next to you. There's no talking.
None.
There's no conversation.
Absolutely not.
If we're walking, we can be walking in the bathroom, having a conversation.
Right.
As soon as we line up to go to the stall, the conversation is on pause.
Everything stops.
And we focused on what we're doing. There's no conversation. And when you're done, the flushing comes, you start washing your hands, the conversation can begin.
The sink is where
the conversation starts again.
Right.
So it stops or is on pause soon as boom. And so that's it's not written anywhere.
It's not.
Nobody, I had to be told that. See, I didn't know, as a kid, I had to be told that. You know what I'm saying? I had to be told. So it was like, oh, okay, you don't. All right. And like, to me, it's almost like I know, like other, you see other guys, because like if somebody says something or talks, it's just almost like a.
Right. How the hell are you? Yo, the other thing is, going along with that, if you go in the restroom, okay, there's 3 urinals. If you're person number 1 that goes in the urinal.
Which urinal do you go to?
You pick 1 or 3.
That's it.
You pick 1 or 3. This could have been pet peeve right here. If you're the first person in the damn restroom and you go in 3 urinals and you get in the middle, that should be a federal crime or something. You should be,
It should be one of those, I should be able to schmuck, what I'm saying? A thump behind the ear or something.
You went to the middle, so you put everybody else in an uncomfortable position.
You put them there by not choosing one, or because if you choose 1 or 3 and you by yourself, it's fine.
Right.
But if I come in after you and we can have a stall between us,
exactly.
Why would we not want a stall between? These are unwritten rules / that is a pet peeve / unwritten. You should know when you go in, like, not.
If you go dead center, that's some serial killer shit right there. Like, who goes dead center? I'm going right there.
I hope somebody has to, because other than wanting somebody next to you, going in, you as a guy, you don't want nobody next to you.
Exactly.
So you're going to pick, okay, if I do go here, somebody, they can go to 3 or 1.
Exactly.
So choose. That's an unwritten rule. That's more like, I don't know how. That's not like a feminine thing. So I don't know if the female. That's just for the guys. Hey,
females hold the stall door open.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why their bathroom visits are different. Ours are coordinated to that right there.
I've walked by female restrooms and I hear blah, blah, and I know somebody got their pants down. Somebody got. There's all types of stuff.
Something is going.
A male restroom is one of the most silent. All you hear is water
And you know what? The only talking you do here in most of the time is when you're with your kids.
Right.
That would be because, like, you know, like I said, you know, being on vacation, when you go to the restroom with your child, that's usually the loudest you would hear.
Right.
And
exactly.
that is the only, because that's it. That's no.
That's it.
We're not.
That's it. There's not more examples.
Nope. That's it. Your kid, you can be with your kids in the bathroom, fellas. If you're in there helping them, you know, they're the 2, 3, 4-year-olds. Some of them may be a little older, you know what I'm saying? But either way it go, if you're in there with them, that's the loudest. That's the conversation you hear. Everybody else, like all the other adult males,
Right.
we're not even, you know, we see it, respect it, we're avoiding it. We're walking around like an invisible barrier around that. You with your child. I
Exactly,
see you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I see you. All right, I'm gonna come over here this way. You know,
You get
know,
that
that's it.
orb
You
of
get that.
protection
Yeah,
and-
you get that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get in yours. Whereas, you know, probably in the other bathroom, they might be conversating as to, "Oh, girl, that's cute." Da, 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 da.
Yeah, they.
You know.
I heard that female restrooms like mystical wonderlands. Like they're so different than male restrooms.
I don't know.
I feel like
I've never identified as a female to. Yeah.
it's just a room, so you could. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to do it in public, but
No,
Yeah.
not now. I mean, not if you, especially if you look like how we look, like you look like a guy trying to go into,
Right.
you know, so.
yo, funny story. So I was in what is it called? Tilted Kilt.
Okay.
Now, I was a little lit.
Okay.
Now, I had to go to the restroom. I hadn't been there in a long time.
Okay.
So, and you know, they like to use a lot of Irish terminology with things and whatever. And I was drunk and I had to use the restroom. And at that particular point in time, I didn't know what the difference between a lad and a lass was. So I went in the lass's restroom. Now, luckily,
Nobody.
and I took one of them long drunk pisses. The ones where you lean back. you lean back. You on your tiptoes leaning back.
It's almost like a stress relief.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you.
Right.
You. Okay.
You squeezing everything out that ketchup packet. And I got all that out.
Okay.
I wondered why I had to do it in the stall. Which, you know, my brain
You didn't see at all a urine.
There was no
all.
urine.
Okay.
That was weird. That they're stupid.
That should have been a tip off, but you already okay.
Right, and I'm over here slightly judging them. Like, I mean, bruh, you don't put stalls in the restroom, dummies. But stupid. Who don't put stalls in the restroom?
I put urinal. Fucking idiots.
So
I need
luckily,
to talk to management. Let me put a
I did
suggestion
all
box.
that, and it was a packed night too. I did all that, washed my hands, and as I'm about to walk out, females walk in. Still me, 'cause I'm right. I'm about to tell them that they're in the wrong place.
And
You're in the girls' bathroom. And I look back and I didn't feel like I was going to get any clues when I
was
looked
there
back.
anything feminine in there besides having
The lack of urinals was the only
feminine
Right.
thing that would have
and
jumped
my
out.
brain running on half speed at that moment.
Right. That's what
I
I'm
don't even
saying.
know why I looked back.
I
I looked back to see if I thought maybe there was another woman that was just standing
and you
there.
didn't see her.
Standing there like completely terrified that she didn't see this whole scene take
And
place.
was just like, and just watched you.
While I shook it 7 times. Oh, snap.
Oh my
but
God, they come in, Becky, I'm so traumatized.
But yeah, I turned around, didn't even tuck it yet. Just let me just go. Just let it air dry some more.
God, that's funny.
But yeah.
Okay, so they were like, you're in the, and you turned
then-
around.
Oh, and I just walked out. And then their table was next to ours too.
Even better.
Yeah.
Even
We had a
better.
good chuckle about it.
I bet.
I was the schmuck that day.
Were you really a schmuck over that?
I didn't know. I guess you're a schmuck if you intentionally do like being the center guy.
And then if you would have, if you would have been, see, being a schmuck is not just like accident. That was
a pure accident.
pure accident. I get that. I get that. I've done things to where, yeah, it was an accident.
Right.
I can see how other people would get upset about it. Because you're like, in hindsight, yes, I could see how you got upset or even felt some type of way. But I promise you, this was pure el accidente. It was,
Exactly.
yes.
Right.
All right. I feel you.
It was
on
an
that.
accident.
All right.
I know what the difference between lads and lasses.
Lad, I guess.
Yeah,
you know,
but see, lads, but I know what a lad is, but then you presented me with two things.
But I mean, yeah, exactly. So to me, I mean, I've been to the Tilted Kilt, and I didn't, it's almost like going to Outback. You got your blokes and whatever the other one is. I just figured, okay, blokes. And did they not have like any kind of symbol for
We're getting
'cause I don't
way
even
too
remember.
detailed for my drunken
No,
mind.
because like some of the symbols, like some places don't have whatever, and a symbol would let you, okay, this is for the
Right.
men. So I was just wondering. I don't
I'm-
remember.
in my
I only went to the Tilted Kilt once, so I remember lad, and so I just thought of laddie, you know what I'm saying, to them
Right.
talking to, and I thought it was a boy thing. I always thought it was a boy thing. So that's just what I went in, and yes, I didn't
Yeah, decisions.
make that mistake like it was,
I had a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
you obviously
And
lost. But
yeah, it landed on lasses.
yeah. There was another person I know that happened to, but they really, it was a bad experience. You had a good experience with it.
It wasn't no police involved, was it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what made his even worse than yours.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was actually,
Man, because they could have
That's
caught me.
funny.
Like I said,
Ooh.
that was like one of the greatest pisses I ever took.
Right,
That was
right.
a top 5 one. And if they would have caught me, I mean, because if you were to think about, because
I'm trying to think of like my top pisses now. Like, do I have a top 5 pisses? I don't know. Like, if I have, that's just what when you said
Right.
top 5. So now I'm like,
because you think about this, like I said, it was one of the ones where I'm peeing for the next 3 days with this piss. And when the stream starts, that's it.
that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So if they came in at the beginning,
They would have been,
I would have just,
they would have had to go seek
I would have had to
therapy.
apologize profusely while pissing for 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I can't. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do.
You just, oh man, it has a mind of its own. I mean, you
Right? Take both hands up. Look. Making it worse with every word. Look, come over here. See? It won't stop.
Oh man,
But yeah, like,
that's funny.
and the dude wouldn't have broke the unwritten rule in there because there was no urinals.
There's no
Full circle.
All right,
Full circle.
do you know another unwritten rule?
I looked at that like right before we started because I don't like to have anything pre-said.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I want it to be off the cuff like you.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I don't tell you for a reason, but one of us
really
gotta
don't.
know.
Yeah,
But
you really don't.
But that was the one I was gonna say.
That
But
one?
there are some other unwritten rules. What's
There
another
are.
unwritten rule?
Other-
Like
One of the unwritten rules when you're driving and you come up to a stop sign, it's never. Oh no, that is written. That is written. I guess
most traffic laws are,
That's a traffic. Yeah, so I guess now.
unless Philly Ford is involved.
And that
Anyway,
he likes to rewrite them.
right.
Gonna be
Bad advice we've given
bad advice we've given.
or received. I don't give bad advice.
Yeah, me neither. I'm really haven't given bad advice. And you know what? I can't remember the bad advice I was given because most of the time, if it was, and I don't know if it was, I have, you know how some people have I've always had if somebody told me that I didn't know, that was the advice. Usually I've had people around me that give good advice. So I've
Right.
never really had bad advice. I've made bad choices,
Absolutely.
but it wasn't because of the advice being
You were
bad. It was
given the
I
necessary
was
advice.
given, yes, it was more or less like, yo, hey, this is what will help you succeed in this adventure that you have going on. And I would be like, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. Whatever. I do it myself. And then as I come back, I'm like, I should have. So it wasn't, I never really, and I haven't really given bad advice. No, I mean, I don't.
I have some, and this, I don't know, I'm not trying to get too like X rated. Well, ain't really X rated, but, and I was just talking to my other homeboy the other day. He calls it the 2/3 rule.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I say this is bad advice is because, first of all, I'm not about to follow that. And I don't think a lot of people follow that for the simple fact that a lot of us exist. And I'm going to explain it to you. So, the 2/3 rule basically is whenever you are copulating with a female,
Mm-hmm.
that you can't give her your all,
Mm-hmm.
or, she goes crazy or some stuff like that. Like you gave her all of it. You're supposed to give her like the 2/3. I don't know if it's effort or 2/3 physically, because they'll go crazy. And I don't know, I didn't know I didn't know how to measure that, as far as am I giving it my all, or am I giving her 7/8 when I should be pulling back and giving her. But that's the 2/3 rule. I think it's bad advice for the simple fact that there's no way of gauging that. Are you gonna show me first and be like, do it like this?
Wow. You know what? I wasn't even thinking that at
You're
all. But
giving
you
me
know what?
advice. It's like me telling you, literally, we sitting here and I
Excuse me.
tell you how to drive, and then throw you the keys and be like, all right, have fun.
The 2/3 rule. I heard something like that, but it was a lot more to that. It was like if you don't want to, if you just want to bust, and you don't, this is just a chick, because guys, we only fuck for one feeling. Like when you're just with, you're out in the club, you single, you're not trying to be tied down,
Right.
you just trying to smash something. That's when, like, I was told this before, like, when you just trying to be out there and just trying to have fun, you don't give a girl your everything, because then that girl is going to try to lock, because
Right.
oh, you may. So that's where I heard that, but that was not like, that doesn't apply to me at all. Like, I don't, what I mean? Because I'm not. That's only for if you're out there wilding,
Right. And
and you don't want. Okay, you just
yeah.
wanna feel good, but you don't give a fuck how she feel. You ain't gonna give her the whole. I guess the three for three. You just gonna give her the 2/3. So you just, hey, I got a good one in. Hey man, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your name, whatever type shit. That's how you give. But that's what I heard about that. Like.
And I think it was bad advice also, because one of the things is that the chick could go crazy. Well, obviously, if you're showing her, you're treating her a certain type of way, and you're intimately with her this type of way, everything, obviously she might think something of that. So it's not all the way her fault, I guess.
Well, I
Kind
mean,
of,
a
but
lot. You know what though? At a lot of times, you know what I find out. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, that a lot of them have women show us the two. Like, of the first couple times, they not showing you. They not giving you. They hold. You know what I'm saying? They 8 out of 8. They 3 out. They not doing that.
absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Because we take
you
crumbs
know,
anyway.
you know what I'm saying? So they don't have to give
We
us.
took a 16.
Yeah, we not. So I mean, I just always, you just, that them being, So to me, even if you did do that, if you was, look, if they could have pulled out all the, you know what I'm saying, everything that'll get you to go wild, but they don't do that. So I mean, I could understand that when you are not trying to get locked down. So I get it, but I guess, like I mean, I wasn't. That was before, you know what I'm saying. So yeah. that would be bad advice for somebody who's in a relationship.
Oh no, give your all. Give 4/3.
Yeah, don't.
An
Yeah,
extra third.
like what the bank is 5/3. What that bank is, the five.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Why is that, or 5/3, whatever they want to call it? But it's like, dang, that's odd. Yeah, but why? We gonna give you more. So yeah, but as on the dating scene, 2/3. Yeah, I kind of heard that, but it was a lot more than just give a girl.
Well, obviously, I didn't listen to it anyway, so
it was just.
it
that's
probably
what I'm
was
saying.
everything that you
Yeah,
said
that's
too.
what
But
I'm saying. And that's why I say about bad advice. Like when I've heard some things, if it was bad advice, I mean, I haven't heard none lately that I can remember, because if it was, I don't remember it.
I try to give good advice. I think with the
try.
years that I've been on this earth, I can tell my children or my friends or even my younger people around me, I could tell them something that'll be beneficial to them. Now, are they gonna listen? Maybe, maybe not. I know I didn't. There was people in my position that
But
I'm
you
in
know what?
now.
There was a point where you did, though, because I mean, I got to a point where there are like times now, especially in certain situations, when you talk to older people who have been married or whatever, to get that advice from them or something like that. Yeah, there's a point where you do listen.
Right.
At first, yeah, I'm with you. Not listening, man, whatever. I already know what I'm doing. I already know what I'm talking about. I done it before. Even if I didn't do it before, in my head, I'm like, I know what to do. And
I knew everything when I was
right, that's what I'm saying. I knew it, but I
thing.
didn't always execute it correctly in the
I was
right
being
way.
sarcastic. I did not know.
I tried to, but what I'm saying, I had that. Yeah, I already know what I'm doing. Swells, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I do. I know what I'm doing. All right, I'll wait for you to come back.
Right.
And I go off and do my little adventure, come back, and it's like, fuck.
I made a mistake.
Yeah.
So you were saying?
What was that again?
Right.
Oh, it's supposed to go over. I went, yeah, that's right.
Nah,
Whatever it was.
I was hard-headed as
Oh,
hell.
man.
I like to think I'm better now. Probably because I ain't got no choice. There are people my age who still.
Oh, fuck up, G.
Man.
There are some people that are your age, some people my age, because, you know what I'm saying? And you still be like, they got to be a point where you're just like, all right, I got to get to that plateau, and at least give an even kill. Even if you don't keep going up,
Right.
Okay, fine. If you don't want to be the boss of, okay, but
I'm just tired. Like, I'm too tired to even do any of that stuff that I was doing. Like, I'm just tired. Like, I just want to sit down. Like, just like how you ever watch your kids play and you get out of breath? Like, how are you doing that? And you knew you were a child at a point in time and you did all that running, but in my head, I'm like, they don't crack. It's meth. My child found meth. And this is how they have so much energy now. Because obviously it's not just because they're a child, because I can't think of all that movement.
Yeah, just my knee started hurting just thinking about it.
Right, like the weather affects your joints and stuff too. I used to think that was a something made up. But with different weather, like the humidity and stuff like that, my knee do be doing different stuff.
Yeah, it's something to do with the yep, exactly right.
It's not beneficial to me. It's not like it tells me 3 days, hey, I know you was planning on going to do something at the river, but it's gonna be raining. So says my kneecap weather.
Yeah.
So it be raining and then my knee start hurting.
My knee started
right. So
that's exactly what happened. Because I was like,
does nothing
late.
for me.
What are you doing? Are you broke?
Right.
What's wrong with you? I thought you was the weather knee that I thought, because like there was
you fucking schmuck.
Because I know dudes that would be like, my elbow hurt, and they would say it before it rained,
right?
And then it would rain, so I was like, okay, and I would be like, well, how do you get a weather elbow or
a weather elbow? Oh, the weather elbow!
Like, how do you get it where your elbow hurt? And you can tell the weather going to change. You know what I'm saying?
Mine needs some updates or something.
What happened?
I got a bad Wi-Fi connection in my knee.
And they always was like, it was surgery. So after I had my knee surgery, I was like, all right. That was when I didn't think,
signal?
not at first, but after a while, I was like, is it going to Do I have to have more than one knee surgery? What is it? Like, I'm thinking, so you'll be outside at work and, you know what I'm saying, money be like, yo, man, my elbow was hurt. It might be raining. I look at my knee and I look like, you gonna feel something? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's your time to shine.
The fucking whole tsunami come through and that bitch start. There we go.
Like, my knee's not, and it wouldn't hurt. It would not hurt. And then it would rain, and then I'd be like, now you want to fucking, now you didn't help me out 2 days ago. You
go to the doc, my knee is like, how's it feeling? Great
now.
Great,
you know what I'm saying? It's nice outside.
Right, when it rains though, it doesn't tell me the weather beforehand. He was like,
yeah, I don't know why I don't have a weather knee. You know,
did you give me that? Did I not pay for that? My insurance didn't cover weather knee.
Is this a Walmart one? Is this a Dollar General? Was this on sale? You gave me an on sale knee.
Can I get the upgrade?
Oh my gosh, does it? Man,
I don't know. Blue Cross Blue Shield doesn't cover.
And I don't have the elbow. Like, dude, I'm like, I've never had elbow surgery, so I guess I'm never gonna.
You got the Tommy John surgery. You got the weather elbow.
I guess, man, because I'm like waiting for my knee to hurt before, so I can be like, oh, it's gonna rain.
Nah, you be fucking drenched, and then your knee.
And then
hurt.
my knee will be like, oh shit. It's raining?
Your knee finds out 10 minutes after the rest of your body find out.
Oh shit. It's raining? Oh, show. Sound the alarm. We heard the temperature that went down. I'm like, yo, man.
Hey, it'd be funny one day, like, you know, like me, I turn the shower on before I get up in it or whatever. You turn the shower on one day and then your knee start hurt. You about to turn the shower on, your knee start, oh, now you trying to work now.
Oh my
you can pick up small weather events, just not like actual rain.
I don't get nothing. I promise you, bro. It has to be rain, and I'll be like, yeah, my knee's about to start hurting. Not, yeah, I have the. I don't know. Is it a delayed reaction?
I guess we all want some type of superpower after an injury.
Yeah.
Bit by a spider, fall into a vat of some type of nuclear stuff or whatever.
Toxic waste, and then come out unscathed. Maybe a little on the lighter hue.
Right. But you have superpower.
Superpowers
we would just be maimed. I'll have what would you say the baby have? 4th degree burns? 4th degree burns.
Yeah. So be it.
So be it, man. Well, you got anything else, my boy?
No, I'm good.
All right. It's been another episode of F.O. and Swells Conquer the Universe. Also, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
So, until next time, we out. Peace.
Yeah. Holla.